Back. In our last video, we were able to implement this cart-dnd. Oh, sorry, not cart-dnd. react-dnd, which is React drag and drop. Okay, and then with it, they came with a tutorial of how to do a simple dragging and dropping of cards, and you can sort them as well. My cat's gonna make an appearance, maybe. He's on the table now. So let's see what this looks like. And to just get a handle of where we are at, I'm going to open Chrome. And then I'm going to explain what we're going to try to do today as well. So hold on, let me just pull this up. Dashboard. Yes, okay, good. So this is our old page, and we decided to create a new playground. So we can just keep this page as is for now while we test out the react-dnd package. So we created a route to go to playground, and so this is the react-dnd, and we updated with our UI for each of these cards here. And so you can see that you can drag these cards, and you can sort them by kind of shifting them in between the cards. So if I want to bring this write a cool JS library down above the question marks here, I can just click and drag this, and then it will automatically sort everything else down. So now this is now above the question marks. Okay. There's a couple things that I want to see happen. First one is, and maybe it's a bit hard to see here, but let me add some borders so we can explain. So let's see, I think the card container, let's just add a border here. I forgot how to add borders. Let's see if I can do this here. Yeah, okay, this one here. Border, if I just put black, border width is put 2. The 2 or 2 pixels. Okay, something like that. Is it coming up? How do I do this? I forget. I think I had something with borders. Let's see what they are. Here, this one has. Does this have border? Yeah. Border. 1 pic solid. 1 pic solid, and a color. Okay, that's right. We have to make it solid as well. Oops, not dashboard. Playground. Okay. So I think we want a border. It is 1 pix solid black, something like this. Okay, there we go. So now we can see it. So we can sort of just drag it here and there. But when I want the pieces to move out of the way, to be like a little animation when we do that, okay? And so we can see that transition. Right now it's just jumping, and you really can't see that change that well. So I think what it is maybe just a simple transform. So I think I Googled a bunch of this stuff here. Let me see if I can pull it up. CSS animation is a transform. Okay, because I just want it to move. Transition. Is there transform? Here. Maybe it is transition, yeah. You know, W3 schools is good, but they're kind of just dry. They're like just basic documentation, and I don't know what I'm getting out of it sometimes. Vision by skewing, rotating, translating, or scaling. I think I want to translate. Yeah, I think I want to translate. Okay. So I think what I do is I add this transform. How do we do it? I had a bunch of sites pull up yesterday. Okay, CSS animate slide element, slide down. So click here. Yes, exactly. I want that. And let's see what they did here. Transition, here we go. All. Okay. Okay, good. I think it's probably something like this. Okay. So I wonder if I added that. Let me just add it to the browser here, and let's see if it does anything. Okay. Maybe we'll have to add it to this thing here. Why do I have this draggable? What is it? What is this? Where is this coming from? Okay. You know what? I added it just to that element, but I want to add it to. Oh boy, hold on. My dog is torching my cat. Just be right back. Okay. Okay, maybe I need to add it here in this one, because this one has a class. Okay. So we've added to all the classes. Let's see if it works. No, not yet. I think it's because it's these things that are. What element is this? Where's this coming from? Let's see, so we have card. Oh, maybe it's this thing here. Maybe it's this div. Okay, let's see. Let's make sure everything still works. Okay, good. I'm going to see if I can take out this div, and I have to move this ref as well. Okay, if I move this ref, does it still work? Does my drag and drop still work? Yes, good, it does. Okay, so I think I can move out this div. Okay, let's make sure it can still work. Profit, yes, good. Okay, good. It's still moving. Okay, good. So we took out a random. Now we have this class, and we can add this transition. What did we say? It was all. Let's make it 1 second. All 1 second. Ease in out or something. Is that the syntax? Ease in out. Okay. Yes. Okay. Good. So I think it works. Let's see, does it work? No. Okay. Let me see if I can pull up that site that I used. It was a similar site. What was that site? Yeah, not CSS Tracks, but it looks like this. What is it called? It's like Code Academy or something. Short. Maybe let me just go through my history. Yeah, actually it is CSS. Okay. Here. This one here. Yeah. So this is the effect I'm trying to get. Carlos, can you stop it, please? And here they use jQuery UI. And as I was reading this, I kind of regretted. I'm wondering if I should have used jQuery UI instead of this react-dnd. But anyways, we're here. And I wonder if the sortable or the draggable or sortable method does all this for us. But he has some code here that might help. Okay, so he's applying something to each slide. He's creating a copy of it. Placeholder, cursor move, scroll, start, stop. Yeah, I mean this works perfectly, and I wonder if I should just do what he did. This one has like a little bit of delay when you hover over it, but this is very clean. This is exactly what we want. Yeah. Look, there's even a nice sort of like background to show you where it's going to be set. Actually, this is a very good tutorial. Huh. I wonder if I can use jQuery UI. jQuery UI React. If so, then we would get rid of react-dnd. Okay, so they made a wrapper that you can use. I mean, what I want is the jQuery UI sortable in React. These are all using a little bit older code when they have class components, but I only use functional components because that's all I know in React. Maybe it's this thing here. Okay, this also seems very involved. Anyways, I want to see what this is showing here. Yeah, this is harder than I thought. I always have trouble with transitions. Transitions are difficult for me. I think maybe because I never had a proper course study on CSS. Okay, let's go back to here. Let's see if we can play with this a little bit more. Right, so it's not transitioning. Usually transition is... actually, maybe let me Google something else. Let me start a new Google page. Let me see if I try and Google transitions for react-dnd. Yes, okay. Maybe I should also use this package, huh? Oh, no, I need this. Okay. No questions yet. Okay. Yes. How do I do this? Oh, it looks so beautiful. I want exactly this. Okay, multiple lists. But how do, grid, horizontal drag handle, actually on press, customization. Excuse me. Oh, this is a really good package, but yeah, I can't drag it across different lists, which I need. Okay. Huh. Okay. Interesting. react-dnd. Okay. Uh, do they have something for animation? Okay, just that. Nesting. Sortable. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. This is exactly what I want. How? Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Hmm. I didn't fully understand what they were saying here, but let's open up this code. Oh, hold on. My dog is throwing up. Be right back. Okay. No. Okay. Good. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Open sandbox. So let's see what the code. Let's see the code they use here. Okay. So they used the same sample that we used. So it has a very similar layout. Interesting enough, though, they didn't have a wrapper for the react-dnd index. Maybe it's here. Yeah. Yeah, so they use that here, actually. Okay. So even though this is using class components, hopefully I can still understand what's going on. Okay. So they have a move card function. Okay, so that's container. And card target. Yes, I think we have this already. And this is the card. Okay. With their props, yeah. Okay, Z, so they have a Z index as well. to make sure that it stays on top. Hey, it's a little buggy, huh? Look, I don't know why it says item 1. But anyways, this is the animation that we're looking for. Does it happen here? Yeah, it happens here too. Okay, good. Let's see if we can use this. Okay, great. Okay, let's try. I thought this would be simple, but it's not. Okay, let me just close everything here, and let me just open up the single file that we need. So let's start with card-dnd. Let's see what the difference is. Okay, for me, I use styled components, so we see all this up front. Okay, and then within the card, let me bring this here. We don't need to see this example right now. Let's close this here. They have this card source. What do they do with that card source? You know, I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to create a new thing here. Copy it in. Card with animation.js. Okay, good. So now I can see both of them. Okay, so they use in their drag source. What is this drag source thing? I forget. Do I have a drag source? No. But I think it's similar to the use drag. I think this is called a decorator. How is this used? Card target is an object. Oh, sorry, let's use card source is an object where one of the items is a function. It says begin drag, and it returns the ID and the order. And so this one is 1, 2, and then the third one is a call. What's it called? Callable function. Let me pull up my container here. I think in the documentation, let me see if I can go find the documentation again here. Where was it? Maybe I didn't open it up. Let's go to react-dnd. They had something about decorators. I think it's overview. Yeah, here we go. Drag source, yes. Oh my goodness, my pets are just causing destruction. Hold on. What are you guys doing? a dog in here. Oh, I see. Okay, this is when you query, you use a class component. Okay, I don't know what this decorator syntax is. I don't understand that. Okay, so decorators are mostly used with classes, I think. So this is class. So it's class, okay. This is a functional component. This is a functional component, though. But what about the, what are they called? The hooks. Do not use hooks. I think this use drag is similar, I'm guessing, to drag source. Let's see, connect drag source. There should be a connecting function. Drag source drop. Okay. Yeah, so this is legacy. You component with drag source to make it. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like this is a bit of a legacy. Okay, so now I think legacy decorator API. So I think we're using this now. Okay. Do I have a begin drag function here? Or begin update? Oh, this container, sorry, let's go to card. Accept hover. Move. Item collect is dragging. Okay, card target. I do have a hover here. Kind of the use drop. I think I should also have a use drag. Here we go. Yes. So, okay, actually this is similar. I think. Drag. Collect. Monitor is dragging. Monitor is dragging. This is not simple. Card target. Okay. Anyways, let's see where did they get. Let's go back to that thing. Where do they have that good example? Let's close a few things here. No, we're not using jQuery UI anymore. I'm not just using CSS. I'm not using this. Where did it go? Where's that? Oh, you know what? It's a second screen actually. Here it is. Okay. Ordering of the items was decoupled from their index in the state by adding an order property. Okay. The card components are wrapped in motion components that animate a Y property. Okay, right. So I didn't see the motion. Do they use React motion? Here we go. Okay. What am I using for motion? Am I also using React motion? What was I going to use? Is it called React motion? React motion. Oh no, I was going to use framer motion. Yes. Do I have it here yet? Okay. Right. Yeah, this is what I want. Okay. Okay, they use React motion, but I'm going to use framer motion. But hopefully, I think the idea should still be the same. So let's see where they added it in. So delta, okay. To animate a Y property, the vertical position of the card is not determined by a transform that uses this Y. When the drag over occurs and cards are reordered, their order properties are simply swapped using the move card method. Okay, so there's a move card method that swaps their position. So I think that's in their component here, in their container. Yeah, this one here. Let's just bring it into our thing. Container with animation. Okay. We're going to delete these later, so here. So the drag ID and hover ID, they get the cards. The drag index is find index of the element. Find the element where the ID is the same as the drag ID, and then the hover index is find the element or the index where that's hovering over. Drag card order. Cards drag index dot order. What does order mean? Oh, it's this item here. Order 0, 1, 2, 3. Right. Okay. Right, they're using this update thing again here, immutability helper. And then cards. Oh, the syntax is a bit difficult for me. Order, hover card order. Okay, I think I have a move card as well. Where's my container? Yeah, here we go. Drag index, hover index. Okay, let me read these comments here. Hover item monitor. So it's the same. Drag index equals item.index. But how come they did this? And in their thing here, look, there's still space. There's still space there. And it hold on. And it creates this space with nothing there. Okay, determine the rectangle on screen. This ref is referencing this specific card, I think. I think it is. Yes, okay, this specific card. Okay, and okay, let me break down this logic here. This reference is referencing this specific card here. And right now we're in the function where if another card hovers over this card specifically, here, hover, use drop, and hover. So right now this card is acting as a target. And so when another card hovers over our card, our number one card here, then we're doing something with it, okay? Let me just confirm what those two parameters are. So use drop, we're using use drop right now, right? Yes, okay. To use the current command as a drop target, okay? Return value array, okay? And so what do we get out of it? We get something and drop, collected props, okay? Collected properties from the collect function, no collect function, okay? Except required a string and either, okay, an array of either or a function that retains either of those. It can be relative to this target. Only react items produced by the drag sources of, okay. Yes, so actually, let's see, except item types card, yes, that's correct. Okay, so we're not dealing with this stuff yet. We're dealing with hover. It's hovered. When items hovered, you can check monitor is over shallow equals true to test whether the hover happens over just the current target or over a nested one. I see, okay. Unlike drop, this method will be called even if can drop is defined and returned false. You can check monitor drop to test whether this is the case. Okay, I see. So hover item monitor. Monitor is just another function that has a bunch of stuff inside. So we're not going to use it yet. I think we do use it here. But anyways, item is the item that's hovering over this thing. So if the reference is not current, I mean, if there's nothing attached to this reference, then just return. We get the drag index is the item that's being over dragged over it, is the index of that. Okay. And then the hover index is what, where's this from? Is our card's index, okay? If it's the same card, then don't do anything. And hover bounding rect, okay. So get the rectangle of our current cell, our current card, and get the middle Y position of it. Okay, divided by 2, good. And monitor.get client offset. So we get the mouse position. Hover client Y, okay, and get pixels to the top. So this is how many pixels my mouse is from the top of my current card. client offset y minus hover bounding dot rect dot top. Okay, yes. Now it says crossed half the item's height when dragging downwards. Only move when the cursor is below 50%. Dragging upwards. Okay. If drag index is lower than hover index, right, pulling it from above downwards, and hover client y is less than hover middle y. So it's if my mouse is higher up than my middle y, then return, what do we return? If so this is just the reverse, if it's coming from above, if coming from below. All right, and where's my current playground, right? So right now I have to cross. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Here, let me just show you where the console's here. What's happening? Okay. Okay, let's save this. Okay, and here's our console. It's going to constantly buzz as soon as I hover into it. So I'm dragging upwards, but I haven't reached the middle yet. Oh, it happened very quickly. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so I'm over the card now. So I'm over the card, but I'm just below the halfway point. And I'm going to go above the halfway point. And I think it stopped. Yes. Okay. Let's try again. It stops as soon as I go above the halfway point, I think. Okay. Yes. Okay. So basically, it's saying don't do anything. Don't do anything if it's still below the halfway point. Okay, that makes sense. So this is the drag index and a hover index. The drag index is, again, is the item that's being dragged, and the hover index is our current card. And it's going to set our current card's index to the drag index. Does that make sense? Let me just put some console logs here and let me just show what's happening. So let's say hover index is, how does this syntax go again? Cool. Slow down. No. What? Oh, right. I need the literals. Hover index is hover index. And let's do item index. Okay. We choose that before and after. Okay, let's take out these console logs so we don't get spammed. Okay. Okay. Cool. Let's clear this out and let's see what happens. Okay. So our okay, this is 0 index, this is 1. Okay, so now my item is 0 and my hover is going to be 1, and let's see what happens there when I switch. So before I switch, the hover is 1 and my item is 0, yes. And now my item is 1 and my hover is 1. So does that mean this is now 1? No. Oh, it's because I dropped it. So there's on hover, and then so where's my on drop? What is this? What happens when I drop? Okay, I think I have an understanding of what's happening now. For them, they also add an order. Okay, so I'm wondering if I should do the same thing. So let's do that. 0. 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6. Okay. Move card, use callback, drag index, hover index. Okay, I have those things. Okay, so this updates this slightly different. They have this update thing, but they don't include. Oh no, it's because we have use callback. That's why we have cards here. Okay. Let me look up this update thing again. I forgot how it goes. Okay, you know what? We've been streaming for a while now. Let me just pause here, and we'll get back to this soon. Okay.